Hey there folks, my name is Derek Pierce and welcome aboard to rebuildagedomains.com. Now over the next couple of videos I'm going to be sharing with you strategies that I'm using when it comes to buying age domains. We're going to be talking about a lot of common misconceptions when it comes to the age domain process, and I'm going to be sharing with you why age domains is the best strategy for getting top rankings and getting lasting rankings in Google right now. Now, I'm doing this because I'm getting ready to launch the Rebuild Age Domain system, which is coming up on Thursday, June the 19th at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I don't want to talk a whole lot about the launch. I want to just go ahead, dig right into the content. So first of all, let's talk about why having your own private network of age domains is so doggone powerful and why it works so well in the eyes of Google. Chances are, if you've listened to me or you listen to anybody when it comes to SEO training, then you know everyone talks about having your own network of sites, and having your own private blog network is the best way to achieve top rankings and lasting rankings in Google right now. First of all, it's a matter of control. You all know that over the last year to 2 years, there's been several different algorithm changes that have went on. A lot of those changes have involved anchor text, and where Google has tweaked the algorithms to where what you're linking to your site determines where your rankings are placed. So like if you've over optimized your anchor text or something like that, then a lot of times you'll see your site drop. That means if you have too many of your main keyword linking to your site, then your site will drop. And again, this is all algorithmic, and so what happens is if you go in and change those anchor text, then you'll see your site climb back to the top. Now, this is all one of the big advantages of having your own network of sites, is because you can control what's linking to your money sites. You can control everything. You can control the content. You control what the anchor text is. You remain in control instead of relying on some software that's going to go out there and blast thousands upon thousands of links to your site, which I don't recommend doing, by the way. The second thing is this gives you the ability to pass link juice onto your money sites to give them authority. And when we talk about passing link juice, we're simply referring to putting a link on your age site, putting a link on your authoritative site to link to your money site to give it a boost in the search results. That's all we're talking about doing here, and giving it the authority that it needs to be able to actually rank in the eyes of Google. Plus, this allows you to stay under the radar versus buying access to some public blog network. We all know a couple of years ago, a lot of the public blog networks got hammered. The reason was because there was these massive footprints and everybody was posting, this garbage content on there. Well, if you have your own private blog network, you can eliminate all that. You stay in control. You stay in control of what's linking to your money sites, and you can stay in control of what the site is actually about, and you can stay under the radar and be able to rank site after site after site. So let's talk a little bit about what we're looking for when it comes to the entire age domain process. We know that it works. We know that having our own network of sites works really well, but why are we looking for these age domains? First of all is age itself. We're looking for sites that are older in nature. For me, I prefer to have something that's at least 3 years or older, but we're looking for age. The reason we're looking for age is because we can do a lot more with an age site versus a brand spanking new site that doesn't have anything indexed in Google. In other words, Google puts more value on what an age site recommends. So if you're putting a link on an age site versus a brand new site, that has more authority in Google with having the age site that already has the site indexed and everything else, right? The next thing we're wanting to look for is we're wanting to find out index content in Google. That's how many pages are indexed in Google on these age sites that we're looking at. Because here's what's going to happen. Whenever you're looking at these age domains, the process that these domains go through is really simple. First of all, someone goes out and they register a domain, whether it's 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years, whatever they register it for that length of time. Once that renewal comes up and let's say they don't renew it, then that domain gets kicked back to the registrar. And at that point, the registrar can auction it off. Once they auction it off to the new owner, all of that age passes over to you as the new owner. So it doesn't reset. it all passes over to you as the new owner. So let's just say you bought a 5-year-old domain through an auction, then when it changes ownership to you, then it's still going to show the age as being 5 years old, okay, as opposed to something that you're buying brand new when it's showing like a brand new website that doesn't have any age to it at all, okay. But we want to know the age. We want to know how much content is indexed in Google, how many pages are indexed in Google. This is really important to know because we want to focus on the domains that have at least one piece of index content in Google. Again, the index count or the index content in Google is strictly the number of pages that's already indexed in Google. Some of them you're going to see they don't have any pages indexed. That means they've already been de-indexed. And then some of them you may see where they've got several hundred pages that's already indexed in Google. We just want to know exactly what we're getting into. We want to know exactly what we're buying whenever we're buying these domains. And now there's multiple tools that you can use to see all of this data from a bird's eye view, including what another factor that we're looking for is the PageRank or the authority in Google. Now, the PageRank, I'm going to sort of contradict myself here in the next slide by asking the question of PageRank, does it even matter these days? Now, for those of you that don't know what PageRank is, it's simply the score that Google gives every single web page. A score of an authority, and it goes from 0 to 10, 0 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Now, PageRank doesn't reflect that you're going to rank in Google for a particular keyword. It's simply Google's scale of authority for that particular web page. For example, Google is going to be a PR10, Facebook a PR10, a Yahoo may be a PR9 or a PR10. Those are real authoritative domains, and they reflect it with the PageRank score that Google gives it. Now, where I say, does it even really matter these days, is PageRank was only updated 2 times in 2013. So I feel this is a very unreliable figure to go on, and the reason why is because Google's PageRank score is primarily determined by the backlinks that's pointed to that particular web page. That's how they come up with the authority score for that page, is based on the backlinks that's pointed to it. So whenever you're buying an age domain, regardless of what you're doing, you want to be sure that the backlinks support the PageRank. That's one of the main things that you want to look at. But if Google's PageRank has only been updated a couple of times in the previous year, you need more accurate, you need more up-to-date results, because a lot can happen over time. People can drop the links that were pointed to that age domain. They can drop those links off, or their site could even go down, and now all of a sudden you're looking at, you could lose several backlinks on a domain that you were looking at buying just because you weren't looking at the most accurate data. And the funny thing about it is this is the number that most people focus on. They want to find a really high PageRank score, and this is why you see a lot of the bids that are going really high. So I feel like it's a very unreliable figure to go on. A better figure that I look at is the Moz scores. And you can find these at Moz. More about these at Moz.com. Used to be SEO Moz. They provide SEO tools and analytics for SEOers. And I want to give you a couple of things that you really need to focus on. First of all is the DA, which is known as the Domain Authority Score. And for future reference, if you hear anybody talking about DA, this is what they're referring to. This covers the authority of the entire domain, okay? So this goes from a scale of 0 to 100. The higher toward 100, the better off you are. And what this does, again, this covers the score of the entire domain as a whole. Then you have the Page Authority Score, also known as PA, and this is a score for that particular page. Remember how I was talking about PageRank scores each individual page? Well, PA is the same way. It scores each individual page and gives it a scale of 0 to 100, and that's the score for that particular page. The closer to 100, the higher the authority that particular web page is. Now, there's several different plugins that you can use and several different tools to look at these particular scores from Moz, but there's a free Firefox add-on that I recommend that you pick up. This is something that you can do by just searching Google by typing in SEO toolbar by SEO Moz, or you can go to the addons.mozilla.org page and do a search for it from there. But this is something that just adds on to your Firefox extension, and where you can actually do is whenever you're looking at these domains, you can actually see what the domain authority scores, and you can see page authority scores as well. Now, again, we're going to be launching Rebuild Age Domain System, where we go into detail about all of what we talked about in this video, as well as even more. And it's going to go live on Thursday, June the 19th at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Now, I do have more training for you. In the next video, we're going to be talking about if you're missing the boat or not. A lot of people are really missing the boat on inner pages, and I'm going to show you in the next video exactly what I'm talking about, because there's a gold mine of inner pages that have already been indexed in Google. They already have authority, they already have page authority, they already have page rank, and so many people are not doing anything with them. And we're gonna talk about all that in the next training video. Again, Derek Pierce here. Thanks for watching so far. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.